All right, we'll start up here in the front, work our way around. It has one 12-volt battery on the front of the unit, one 20-pound propane cylinder that's full except for what we use to service the unit. It has an even flow regulator, manual jack on the front. It also has a 7-way holder that holds your chains and your 7-way up off the ground. And the foot on the jack is adjustable. It has 4 holes in the bottom of the foot so you can change the height of the trailer you want to raise it. As we come around to the side, the big through compartment on this side over here has your manual crank handle for the BL jacks on it. We also have your spare tire that's air ducted pressure, but it's not been put on with the wrench. It's just sitting in the compartment. But it does have 65 pounds of air in it. Magnet on the door holds it up out of place so you don't have to sit there and hold it. Lug nuts on the trailer's been torqued at 100 foot-pounds. It's what's recommended on the side. Tire pressure is up to 50 pounds on the side of the tire cold. 30 amp power cord. Blue light on the yellow connection indicates that it has 110 power coming to it. Does have another light on the end of the cord where it plugs into the outlet. We also have a park cable hook up here on the back so that if you're at a park that has cable, you can hook to their cable and you'll have the same cable the park does on your TV on the inside. Your termination valves are next. The 2-inch gray valve in the front will be your kitchen sink water and your shower water. The 3-inch valve in the back will be your toilet water only. It also is prepped for a backup camera up top, and it is also prepped for an extendable ladder made by Lippert for going up and checking the roof. I always suggest checking the roof every 90 days. You don't have to seal it every 90 days, but check it just to make sure that it don't have bubbles in the lap sealer or cracks. If it does, seal over the top of it. It also has your city water connector in the back that you can hook to with the water hose and regulator and never have to fill the freshwater tank on it. Work right off the water pressure going to the hose. And as you step around this side over here, right in front of your back BL jack, there is the 2 low water drain points, which will be used for winterizing and de-winterizing of the trailer. And in between long trips, if you want to drain the water out so you don't have stagnated water in the lines, you can do that too. Outside of the hot water heater is your next connection up. It is a gas-only hot water heater, so you want to make sure that it's full of water before you turn on gas, which you can pop the pop-off valve and see that it has water in it. But it also has a drain plug down the bottom that is an 1 1/16" socket, takes it in and out. But it's also an anode rod, and an anode rod draws all the impurities out of the water to that rod, eats up the rod, instead of eating up the inside of the tank. Anytime the steel rod in the center is short, it's time to replace it. I'll have to show you more about the hot water heater when we get to the inside. It does have a gas button on the monitor panel that turns it on. We do have a 110 outlet on the outside underneath the canopy. Freshwater tank fill. Come right down underneath, there is a little white cap on the line hanging down below. That is where the freshwater tank drains from. And then we have a connection up here in front in case you wanted to buy the solar panel that sits out in front of the trailer. Plugs into the 2-prong connection here and will recharge the battery on the front of the unit only. We're going to come back to the front door. We're going to open it all the way up. Going to lean down, going to lift up on the side, slides out, lift up on the handle, slide down one more time. I'm going to wipe my feet before I go in there. As we step up into the unit, it does have a working fire extinguisher on the right hand side as we come in. We do have a smoke detector right above our head as we come in the main door. And then we're going to go back to the monitor panel. Your battery button shows you the battery's fully charged. To get an accurate reading of the battery, you need to have the 110 line unplugged. Freshwater tank's going to show you that it's got 2/3 of the tank of water left in it. The black tank's going to show you that it's empty. Gray tank's going to show you that it's empty. We're going to come down to the red buttons right down below it. The farthest one on the left hand side turns your water pump on between the freshwater tank and the faucets. It'll illuminate red when it's on. The second one is the gas side of the hot water heater. When you turn it on, the little red fault light right over at the top comes on. stays on for about a minute, it's going to go off. Then the hot water heater will go through 3 lighting processes to light on gas. For any reason the hot water heater does not light on gas, that little red light will come back on, indicating that it did not light. First light switch to the right of that turns the light right above us on. The next light switch is not used because it should be for awning lights and doesn't have awning lights on the awning. The big switch right down below it is for the awning. So we're going to run it out. It's hitting the door. We'll run it all the way out. And it's just a push of a button. Don't have to get no handle out or nothing. Until the skirt's hanging straight up and down. Now on the arms, there is a pinch point on both arms that you can come out, pull down against, tighten up the little black knob here that puts the pinch of the rain coming back off this corner here. Has one on the front arm the same way. Does not have no LED lights underneath the canvas. I'll go ahead and loosen this arm back up. And there's no LED lights on the tube either. We'll go ahead and leave that out for now. It does have a working LP detector, carbon monoxide detector. All the rest of the lights in the unit have to be turned on by hand. They have a little push button in the center of it that turns them on and off. We also have our GFCI outlet right by the kitchen sink. Green light indicates that it is working. If for any reason it would trip, the green light won't be on. All you have to do is hit the reset button at the top of that, turns right back on. On your 2-burner stove, it does have a button on the right hand side that illuminates the gas valves. We're going to fold that glass stove top up 2 times up out of the way. And then we're going to turn the gas to where it says on. It has a self-igniter on both burners that lights the 2 burners up on top of the stove. We're going to turn them back off. You want to touch the griddle to make sure that it's cold to the touch of the hand before you lay the tempered glass back over the top of it. And you want to push the button off, that way in case somebody comes out and pushes down on the button that doesn't have the igniter going. 2 sets of keys in the unit. The purple key does the front door lock and deadbolt. Then you have the 751 key that does your outside compartment. We have a remote for the fireplace. And the rest of the paperwork that was in the unit is in the brown bag. Also has your breaker box down here at the bottom, with your 30 amp main being the farthest one to the left, your 20 for your ACs next, refrigerator, GFCI, converter. All your car fuses from top to bottom are marked over here on the side with being awning, AC, lights, and monitor panel. Then you give you 2 open spots to the right hand side. We're going to go ahead and turn that fireplace on. The red button turns it on. The little thermometer displays high or low or off. You can dial your temperature up or down. You also have the setting on the rocks that you can change from 1 to 4 settings. And then you also have a timer. If you want it to go for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, you can set it from 1 to 5 hours, with the first interval being 30 minutes. Change the color of the flames. And then you have your off button again. Let's put that right back in the top drawer. On your kitchen faucet, you can have it on the hot side or the cold side, but you have to pull back on the knob for it to have water coming to it. We're going to go into the refrigerator. The thermostat for the refrigerator is in the upper left-hand corner. And you want to get it to where you can have your stuff down in the bottom at about 34 to 36 degrees, still being able to make ice up in the freezer. On the bottom drawer over here, if you take that drawer out, the water pump and bypass is in behind it for winterizing of the unit. If you take the 2 screws out of the bottom of the panel down here, accesses you into the hot water heater. It has a 2-valve setup on the hot water heater. Both white valves are pointed towards the tank right now. When you get ready to winterize, you'll turn them sideways, which makes a loop at the back of the hot water heater so that you don't have to fill it with antifreeze. We have a single foot flush toilet. Push down on it, fills and dumps with water. We have a shower with hot water on the left side, cold water on the right side. We also have a vent in the ceiling that you can lift up on the handle. Turn the little black button on, and does have a fan to pull the moisture out of the bathroom area. No bathroom sink. In each one of the bunk areas, there is a light above it. Push button turns it on and off. And we do have a 110 outlet for both bunks. The bottom bunk can even be lifted up for storage. A little clip comes around, holds the bottom bunk up for more storage down to bottom. But it also has the light and the 110 outlet. We're going to come back to the thermostat. We're going to turn it off real quick. You turn it on automatically. You can change the temperature up and down. 60 is as low as it'll go. You can change your fan speed between 1 and 4 settings. We'll leave it wide open. It says it has a heat pump. It does not have the heat pump. It's just the cool side. A heat pump can be added to the AC. The M stands for which mode it's in. We're in the cool mode. We're down to 72 degrees already. Fan speed's on high, and there's your on and off button. Pretty good sized storage space above the couch. Since the couch can be used as a bedded area, it also has a fire escape window where the red handle will go all the way through the window frame. Pull the red handle on the screen, lift the red handle up here, it goes through the frame and lets you access to the outside. But there is more storage up underneath the couch with a 110 outlet right beside of it. I'll go ahead and pull that shade back down. One more fire escape window on the off door side. Pull the red handle on the screen. Takes the screen loose from the window frame. Push it on the red handle. Goes all the way through the frame for easy access out this window here too, since this is the master bedroom. There's also a folding table that you can fold and put up in front of the couch for eating on. All the lights have a little push button up in the center of them for turning them on and off. And you can fully access your front compartment underneath the bed. So you can see the spare tire down here, and you can also see the manual crank handle for the 2 BL jacks on the back of the unit. Still got quite a bit of storage that you can access from this side over here. A 110 outlet beside the bed. Closet space on the right hand side. There's also a mounted bracket with a plate on it for a TV, a coax cable in the ceiling, and a 110 outlet to plug it into. And the white outlet with nothing on it is for access to the awning wiring. In case you would ever have to work on the awning, that's the plate that covers the wiring for it. That's basically everything. Well, forgot to tell you, do have another vent in the kitchen area that opens up. A little black button turns the fan on there. Since it doesn't have a hood range in it for cooking inside the unit, you can use the vent in the kitchen living room area for that. That's basically everything on your trailer. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer the best that I can. Thank you for your time.